Trust me when I say that writing down the message behind your song, brainstorming ways to incorporate it into the song's production and the experience someone gets listening to it, and having a plan that has that message come through in every part of the marketing and release for the song will make your next song release 100 times better. Trusting your music to speak for itself without even being sure of what it's saying is the biggest mistake I see artists make. Let me tell you a story about this. I was working with an artist a couple years ago, and she had only released 2 or 3 songs total. And it was kind of a sporadic, there wasn't much of a plan, and she really didn't have a brand or a story lined up. And once we started working together, before we even worked on a single song, even though I'm a producer, I like to have that vision for the artist laid out and help coach them through this process. So we talked quite a lot about this kind of sci-fi infused angle she wanted to take as an artist and the kind of story and the way that she could weave that into the marketing and into the visuals and really create a world for her fans to be drawn into. I think that's one of the biggest things people miss before they even release the song is like, how am I creating this universe around me as an artist that makes people excited about what I'm doing, makes people connect with what I'm doing, and that makes them want to keep coming back. And once we did all that, not only did the song come out great, but she actually was able to put a lot of that into a proposal and get a grant to work on an entire EP together from the Canadian government, just off the strength of having a vision and having a brand. And now, obviously, I'm not saying that that will happen for everyone, but I do think that just on a basic level, when I, as an artist, started doing this, I would notice that the people who would listen to my music and who would reach out would start saying the exact things I would want to hear as an artist. They were just completely on my wavelength now that I actually had a message behind what I was doing. I would hear that echoed constantly in the feedback, and people would become really deep fans and really connect with what I was doing really quickly because they could pick up on that. And I think that this holds so many artists back. They spend money on their gear, they spend money promoting, they spend time and energy on every aspect except for the part where they think about the why. Why are they doing this? What is the story that they're telling, and why do other people care about it? What beyond just hearing a cool song do people get out of listening to their music? And that can be a really tricky question if you've never asked yourself that. But the music that resonates and that builds fans and audiences, there's a deeper connection that people have there beyond just hearing a song and thinking it's cool. So, as you go into whatever you're working on currently or whatever song you're promoting, I encourage you to really seriously follow these steps and think through this for yourself. And your next release will be so much better for it. If you would like my help with any of this or with producing your music, there's a link in the description to work with me. And otherwise, I hope you're doing well. And you can check out this video here to find out how social media for musicians is the easiest it's ever been. Till next time, I'm Bradley. Thank you so much for watching.